Bethel Bible Camp was started in 1941 by Marguerite McQuilkin, the wife of Robert McQuilkin. She used to teach in public school, and she told the kids that if they learned so many Bible verses, then they would get a chance to go to camp. But little did she know that there was no camp for black kids.
The white students that she promised camp to had no problem, but there was a definite problem for black young people to have the experience.
This lady, a white lady, medium built, by the name of Marguerite McQuilkin, came to our school. Our principal and our teacher, Mrs. Rachel Monteith, had given her permission to do so. She came into this school, of course, a very, very segregated school, all of us black children there, and we were just excited to have this white face come to Monteith School.
I got involved in Bethel because I wanted a free week of camp. And if you memorize 300 verses over the year, you could get a free week of camp. And the interesting thing is that those 300 verses are the only ones I don't have to review today.
To get to Bethel Bible Camp, we had to memorize verses, I mean a lot of them. Among my memories is the 34 Psalms which I had to learn, and my favorite Bible verse was, "Oh, magnify the Lord with me, let us exalt his name together." That, among others, took us to Bethel.
Land was given to them off of Hardscrabble Road in about 1955, and a Quonset hut was erected in order to provide eating and teaching and worshiping space for the campers who came.
We are John and Marilyn, children of Charles Wenzel, who was the first general director of Bethel back in the early 50s. This is a ledger that my father kept, and it includes not only things concerning our family as we were growing up, but there are some things in here about Bethel. And one of the things that caught my attention was he had a page of weddings, that he performed some weddings. And in September of 1965, he married Mary Ann McDaniels and Henry Hennigan.
He was more than a mentor. You know, he would come, and even later, even when I took Greek, he was such a jolly guy. I got a boot in the hip a couple of times because my Greek wasn't right. But it was just the kind of personality of this guy that he loved the Lord, he loved praying, and Bethel was his heart.
Do you remember how Dad used to have a program, a gospel program, on the black radio station, WOIC?
I do.
He used to get in our living room and record those little sermons he gave.
He did, and he would say to all of us kids, "All right, now you have to be very quiet." And he had this big reel-to-reel tape player with his little microphone, and we get to listen as he gave his lesson. And then on Saturdays, he would take it downtown to WOIC so it could be played that afternoon on the radio.
We see the Bethel Christian Camp today as a broader ministry, not just to black young people, but to an integrated ministry now. And we see it in particular as a tool for the discipleship of young people.
When I think of Bethel's future, I would really like to see Bethel continue to target underserved children, because that's what it was right from the beginning. Children who would not otherwise be able to experience a Christian camp can do so. And I would like to see Bethel be able to serve more and more of these children. That's why we need to increase our cabin space and have some larger activity buildings and so on, so that we can reach more of the underserved children.
I'm so glad that I'm a part of the foundation of Bethel. And it's untelling where we are going. Grand Luther has already been established, but only God knows where we are going. I feel with committed people and dedicated people already working and cooperating and trying to move Bethel forward, it's really untelling where we're going to go, but there are greater things in store for Bethel. I know that.